You think you made all your own choices today. What you ate, what you clicked, what you believed without checking. But your brain didn't make those choices from scratch. It ran them through a system installed long before you were born, an operating system you never agreed to install, one you've never even seen the code for. What if almost everything you call your personality is just a set of shortcuts your brain uses to survive a world too complicated to think through in real time? Your brain processes about 11 million bits of information every second, but your conscious mind can only handle about 50 of them. So it cheats. It has to. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman spent decades studying this cheat code, and he gave it a name that changed the field of psychology forever. He called it System 1 and System 2. System 1 is fast. It's automatic. It's the part of you that flinches before you decide to flinch, that finishes a stranger's sentence, that knows a face is angry before you've consciously looked at it. System 2 is slow. It's deliberate. It's the part of you that does long division, that weighs a big decision, that feels like you are really in control. Here's the problem. System 2 is lazy. It lets System 1 run almost everything, almost all the time. And System 1 doesn't care if it's right. It only cares if it's fast. That's not a flaw in your brain, that's the whole design. Think about the last time you made a snap judgment about someone in the first 3 seconds of meeting them. You didn't choose to do that. Your brain did it for you before you were even aware a decision had been made. Kahneman and his research partner Amos Tversky spent years cataloging the shortcuts System 1 uses. They called them heuristics, quick mental rules that are usually good enough. Usually. One of the most powerful is called anchoring. The first number you see becomes the reference point for every number after it, even when that first number has nothing to do with reality. Show someone a jacket priced at $400, then mark it down to $150, and it feels like a steal. Show them the same jacket at $150 from the start, and it feels expensive. Nothing about the jacket changed. Only the anchor did. Retailers know this, negotiators know this, and now you know it too. Does that change how you'll read the next price tag you see? But anchoring isn't the strangest part of your mental operating system. The strangest part is what happens after you've already made a decision. Psychologist Festinger discovered something unsettling in the 1950s while studying a small doomsday cult that believed the world was going to end on a specific date. When the date passed and nothing happened, the group didn't abandon their belief. They became more convinced than ever. They decided their faith had saved the world. Festinger called this cognitive dissonance. It's the mental discomfort you feel when a belief and a fact don't match, and it turns out your brain will rewrite the fact before it rewrites the belief. You've done this. Maybe with a bad investment you refuse to sell. Maybe with a relationship you defended long after the evidence turned against it. Your brain isn't lying to you out of malice. It's lying to you because contradiction feels like danger, and resolving that danger fast, even with a fiction, feels safer than sitting inside the discomfort. Here's where it gets darker. Because if your own mind will quietly rewrite reality to protect a decision you've already made, what happens when someone else knows how to trigger that rewrite on purpose? This is where the operating system stops being just a survival tool and starts becoming a vulnerability. Robert Cialdini spent years studying professional persuaders, salespeople, fundraisers, and cult recruiters to understand exactly which shortcuts they exploited. He found the same handful of levers again and again across totally different industries. One of them is social proof. Your brain assumes that if enough other people are doing something, it must be the correct thing to do. It's why a restaurant with a line outside seems better than the empty one next door, even when the food is identical. It's why a product with thousands of 5-star reviews feels trustworthy before you've read a single one of them. Your brain isn't evaluating the product, it's counting the crowd. And then there's authority. A stranger in a uniform, a person with a title, someone who simply sounds certain. Your System 1 defers to them almost instantly, often before System 2 has even started asking whether they've earned that trust. Solomon Asch proved how far this deference goes, decades before Cialdini's work, with a simple experiment. He put people in a room with actors who deliberately gave an obviously wrong answer to an easy question, out loud, one after another.